Hey, fourth graders, happy Tuesday. We are going to be doing a student news like always on Tuesdays. So you'll click the CNN 10 link and then you can click play from there and watch the news. Next up, we have our editing for our personal narratives. We are going to be self-editing today. So I'm going to pretend to be Mr. Sneezik, and I have opened my personal narrative. Today's assignment is we are going to go through and make sure that we have capital letters where they need to be. So most of us learned a long time ago that the first word in a sentence needs to be capitalized. So these, as we go through, remember, I should always be capitalized also, but the first thing to look for is making sure that now that we've gone through and we've edited our sentences, that we've got a capital at the start of each sentence. So there he's got one. Here we need one. There's a good one, another one, and then, okay, so those are our start of the sentence ones. We also need to make sure that I is always capitalized, whether it's I, I'll, I'm, I've, any of those conjunctions with I. So here you see he's got an I've that needs to be capitalized. And it will sometimes give you that hint where it makes it blue or underlines it, or sometimes it'll put another notation there to let you know that it does need to be capitalized. Looking through, I think those are all of the I's. And then the last thing that we want to make sure that we always capitalize are going to be proper nouns. And so those are the specific names of something or somebody. So as I look through here, I see Minnesota Twins, because that's the specific name of a baseball team. We're going to capitalize that. Kirby Puckett is the name of a player that played for the Twins. And actually, World Series is going to be one too. Now, if we said they won 3 games in the series but couldn't win the whole series, you would not capitalize series because we're not using the specific name of the series. But in this case, we're saying it's the World Series. It's the name of the series. We want to have that. Today, I'm still a Twins fan. Now, for Mr. Sneezik, he has twin daughters, so he could be talking about them, but we know in the context of this story, he's talking about the Minnesota Twins. So we do still need to capitalize Twins there. Minnesota Twins will need a capital. Again, over here, Minnesota Twins. And Major League, because it's the name of a league. Again, you're going to have that. So if you said they had a good record in their league, you wouldn't capitalize league. But when you say they had a good record in the major leagues, you're going to capitalize it because Major League is the name of the league. If you said the Central Division, because that's the division that the Twins play in, you're going to capitalize Central Division. But if you said they had a good record in their division, you wouldn't. So that's the thing to think about is are they calling it by the name, the specific name of it? Another example is mom or dad. If you're saying I went fishing with my dad, you wouldn't capitalize dad. But if you say I went fishing with dad and you're using dad as his name, now you are going to capitalize it. So there's some different situations there for some of those capital letters you're going to use on your proper nouns. Let's see. These days. And then finally, most importantly in here, Cleveland Indians, my favorite team. You're going to capitalize Cleveland and Indians because it's the specific name of a team. So this may take a little time for some of you today, but you want to make sure start of sentence, you've got it. Any I, I'm, I'll, I, or I'd, any of those, you're going to have a capital for the I. And then any specific name of a place, person, or thing, you are going to have that as well. So make sure that you go through, take care of all your capitals today, and then tomorrow we're going to move on to punctuation. You will have one more opportunity down the road to have a peer edit, have a friend edit your paper. The last thing we've got today is we are back in our real-world simulation. These are going to be short and sweet. We're going to actually do 2 different budget items today, but they're real brief. They each have a video that goes with them, so I'll let you watch those. But the first one we're going to do is your car insurance. So in order to do your car insurance, you first have to have your car. And so you need to make sure that you have your house and your car done. If you have a car price, then you're going to make sure that you have your car insurance that goes with that. And you can see kind of the formula that we use over there. This is not how it works in the real world, but I explained that in the video why that we're going to do it this way. Same with utilities costs. you're going to plug in a $200 here for everybody, but I do want you to watch the video on the average utilities cost so we can talk about why we have those the way we have them. So have a great afternoon, great morning. Let me know if you have questions on anything. We can set up a time and discuss. And otherwise, I will see you at 12:30 on our Zoom call. So have a great morning.